What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the red color, playing as Ra, the effervescent, the ever-present, the always surprising us, and I'm surprised we haven't seen a veto. His name is ChronoJJ. He's playing today in the blue color. The up-and-comer, I mean, he's been up-and-coming for quite some time now, and he's actually a really, really strong player in his own right. Equalizing the series 1-1 with I wouldn't say a convincing win last game, but clutching it out. His name is Tunison. He's playing Oranos. The map is Watering Hole. And we'll have to wait and see how things are going to develop here in this game. So, why did I say that this gold mine would cause a player to want to kind of veto this? Well, the gold is right out in the middle of right out at the front of the base. Now there is a forest here. If you take a look, there is a forest here which is going to be able to block that. But not only does ChronoJJ need to block this forest, he also needs to block this entrance as well, which is quite a lot of investment in resources to defend your forward gold mine. Now, the other question is always going to be, well, yeah, there's that gold mine, but what about potentially another gold mine? So there could be a way to play around this, and that is if this gold mine over here is very, very nice and defensive. And it's not bad, but it's not good either. So we'll have to wait and see what Chrono's idea is going to be to try and defend himself here in this game. Now, he has decided to eat his hippos first. Tunison's going to be playing a very, very standard build order. Every single game, you'd have to assume, goes for the 430 advance with the mana coming down at the 15th villager on gold. Everything standard here. So nothing too crazy. ChronoJJ, on the other hand, it looks fairly similar here in this game. He needs to throw up his temple. He will be putting that up very, very shortly. There he goes. And he'll also be able to put down a monument as well, which he actually already has put down. And he has his house, and he's ready to go for a 430 to 415, 416, 430 advance time. Has been what ChronoJJ is attempting to go for. So I'll have to wait and see. But 4 hippos, really, really good start here for both players. You're never going to be upset about having a 4 hippo start. And we'll see how it's all going to end up going here as Tunison. What can he do here in this game? I feel like the strategy that Oranos, if this gold mine was like better. Now there's 2 options here now because of this gold mine. But if this gold mine was a safe gold mine or safer gold mine, Tunison might have to think about how he can manage to get pressure on while also getting his town centers and getting a Titan Age again. I don't see much of another way that Atlantean can beat Ra here. There's not really a heroic age timing that's going to work all too well with the back town centers and the base being as defensive as this. There's just not a whole lot of stuff which Oranos can really do. As we do see the villager moving forward here. Dart is on the way. The wall going to get dropped down on this position. Double walls here. Got to be careful not to let that villager be on the wrong side here. I'm surprised Chrono allowed that. Should be able to pop through here, but double walls coming in. Smart to give him some extra time here, but those walls will get broken down very, very fast. And Chrono, I guess he's going to have to create a gate there. And he does indeed do so as he finishes up that final wall segment. And potentially, he's going to just allow that to be one wall for the time being. Now, the thing is, though, like we said, it's completely open over this side. Chrono hasn't scouted it, but it is completely open over here. And ChronoJJ is going to have to move around and wall that as well, which is not that close to the water. It's going to have to be a fair amount of walls to get thrown up over there as the villagers do make their way over onto this town center. There are a decent amount of zebra here, but those are out in the middle of the map, and we haven't seen this position over here scouted just yet for ChronoJJ. So he's not going to realize that there is a third large gold mine here. And if this goes unscouted, Chrono won't check there. There's very, very little chance that Chrono will know that this gold mine is here just from map knowledge alone. He needs to scout it. So we'll see if he will be able to find it at some point here or not. Meanwhile, we see a very standard opener here from Tunison. Mermillo, Terma coming out. Nothing too crazy just yet. Walls coming up as well for ChronoJJ, as the granary coming out as well here. We'll see how things will end up going. As the Wadget coming around, just searching for things to take out. Walls almost finished up here for Chrono. Just wants to make sure his entire base is defensive. Now, there is this cheeky crocodile over here that needs to get killed off. This is going to be an opening as well, though Chrono could wall over here if he so chooses. As a Promethean offspring going to come through, they will spot this villager, and they will be able to actually kill this villager as well if Tunison pays attention, but it's looking like he is not paying attention here just yet, as that wall going up very, very nicely here. Chrono will be retreating away for the time being as the Pharaoh comes through to help take this one out. As you do see, the Prometheans see the Pharaoh, immediately going to be retreating away. One Oracle goes down as the wall going to get continued to be built up as the units now starting to move across the map here for Tunison. Do we see a barracks? Yes, we do in the main base here. As the wall does get broken down on this position, the unit's going to be coming through here as well, as Chrono going to attempt to retreat away. Will it be worth it to just cast Shockwave, snipe the Wadget, and then kill off the villager? Or you just let them both retreat back and maybe just try and take down the villager here. And he does decide, Chrono does decide to just shank a little bit, sack the villager, retreat off of the food over here. This villager here might go down as well, as Tunison runs straight in front of that. Chrono gets a little bit out of sorts there, as Tunison is getting it together here in this game. Chrono's Shadoof is on the way here. Lots of villagers on gold here for the time being. We're seeing some slingers getting built. Yes, husbandry coming through as well. No plow just yet. There's the plow, husbandry plow coming in. Decent amount of villagers on gold to spam these farms out. Town center in the middle of the map coming through. And we see town center at the back coming through. I'm going to say this a couple of times. I still don't understand why this isn't the case. You've got complete map control. You want 3 town centers. You're going to have map control for the rest of the game. That's the idea here with Oranos. Once you lose map control, you lose the game. Why, if you put all this effort into getting map control straight up, why don't you go and take your opponent's 3rd town center? Why do you take your back safe town center that's really, really tough for your opponent to take? If you take both these middle town centers here with Oranos, then what does Ra have to do? Ra has to kill your town center first to be able to get the town center back themselves, and you can just defend that here. It's a big question mark. I'm still not sure why Oranos players haven't quite worked this one out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just too greedy. But if you're you've got villagers normally relatively far forward on this hunt anyways, they can just move forward, grab this, and then there's going to be hunt around this town center that they can grab anyways. So it's not like it's a waste of walking time over there. There's resources there as well. A little bit of a head scratcher, but now the farms are up for ChronoJJ. Rain going to be coming in. And this has been a very, very common fact here in this series thus far is Chrono's advance time for the heroic age. He doesn't care. He doesn't mind if he gets the heroic age at 9 minutes, at 8 minutes 30, 10 minutes, 10 minutes 30, 11 minutes. It doesn't matter. He just wants to get there and be safe. And he's playing it right. He's playing it good. It's fantastic. Exactly what he needs to do. We do have a question in chat. Is what relic is he holding? Is he holding the Tusk of the Iron Boar? That is a huge relic for ChronoJJ to have here. As the units are going to be pushing through, there are enough Ra units here, Ra barracks units here to kind of just say, no, just stay away. Stay away. You don't get to hang around on this position. And we see Sekhmet coming through. This relic is gigantic. Cavalry and Chariot Archer hit points is gigantic for ChronoJJ because he's got Ra upgrade, which is already like a 22% hit point increase on Cavalry and Chariot Archers. Then also having an extra 10%, that's going to be so valuable moving forward as some units do decide to start pushing through here. Do we have Skin of the Rhino? Not just yet, but a Mermillo does go down there as Tunison has to retreat back. And we see Tunison's town centers, they're up And Thea is on the way. So some sort of semi-fast heroic off of 3 town centers here from Tunison. Same too for ChronoJJ as he's moving his villagers, wanting to come over onto this gold mine here, possibly plant 2 Migdol strongholds. So he doesn't have the resources to quite do that. But he does have an army to boot to defend this. And there's not a full send from Tunison here either. We also have a lone villager in this corner of the map for ChronoJJ. Just one lone villager just hanging out. Villagers coming through, shanking down. Ready to put up that that hill fort here as the Citadel Center does come through. The Pharaoh coming in to drop the relic into the temple there as the villagers popping back over here. Army turns around trying to get some more damage in. Skin of the Rhino going to be coming in. Would love to see the priest over here just empowering that Migdol up to get it up as fast as he possibly can. A little bit of a trade happening here as some of those Terma are going to be going down, as well as some of those slingers are going to be going down as the shockwave gets dropped there. And to look at this over here from Tunison, dropping tons of military buildings on this position. But in the end here, Chrono will be able to hold. He will be able to do the damage onto Tunison, and Tunison has to retreat out of here. Tunison has to retreat out of here. As the Pharaoh are going to start empowering up these mining camps. We will start seeing some chariot archers and some cavalry coming out for ChronoJJ most likely here. We see, what is this Contarius coming out here for Tunison? This is a risky move here. He does see slingers and he might expect chariot archers. But going Contarius against Ra, especially Ra who's got Tusk of the Iron Boar, means you're effectively inviting ChronoJJ to enjoy his cavalry bonus here, his Ra cavalry bonus, which is absolutely gigantic. We also see that lone villager in the corner going to be dropping a perfect market here to start a trade route. As the unit's coming back in onto this position, the slinger is going to be able to immediately snipe down one of those Terma there. The other Terma goes down as well. Tunison has to retreat back yet again. But Chrono here, he's taking his time, and he's going to have a really, really strong game ahead of him. He hasn't really been touched that much in terms of his economy here. Neither has Tunison. He's at 28 villages. I'd love to see Tunison be dropping a market here and starting the trade route to keep his economic advantage afloat here, as we do see a sky passage going down on that position. I like the idea of these sky passages. One sky passage over here, one sky passage over here, one sky passage over here. He's going to be able to defend against a shifting sands play very, very easily here. So Chrono, he's not going to be aware of that. ChronoJJ is not going to be aware of that. He's sending his cavalry around searching for stuff. But in all honesty, right now, Chrono, his game plan is get to the Mythic Age here. Don't die, get to the Mythic Age and see what he can do. I wouldn't be surprised to see Chrono actually rush Titan Age here. If he rushes Titan, that'll be really, really strong. He starts his camel caravans. We see Heckgate coming through. And do we see the Mythic Age? Or is that... Yes, we are seeing the Mythic Age through Horus here. So yet again, ChronoJJ sticking his nose up at the idea that Osiris is the god you're supposed to pick in this matchup. He's going for not for Osiris, he's going for Horus. Yet again here, he does have to cancel those villages here. Unfortunately, those have been queued up in the wrong place. As the army retreats back into this position here, Tunison's at 145 or 145 population. As his Contarius coming through to get as much damage as they possibly can onto this position here. Slingers say, get out of here. No longer will you have a fun time in this base of mine. And the other question is, do we see a random... Not really. We don't see a random Scarab sitting elsewhere. So there's just the one Scarab. And we will be seeing ChronoJJ taking the opportunity now to heal said Scarab up. And look at this. I don't know what these docks are for, but there are docks coming up. There's no town center in range of water here. So the docks, they're not that important, but you can get transport ships to traverse this water, hit a raid, say over here, hit a raid over here, hit a random attack dropping out on this location here to attack over here. So we do see the town center now coming up for Tunison. He's going to get 4 town centers to 2 town centers here. His economy, however, without the trade route set up, it's a big it's not a mistake necessarily, but it is a weakness now that ChronoJJ can somewhat exploit. Because ChronoJJ is going to be at 80 villages. He's going to have a little bit of trade route as well. His economy is going to slowly start overtaking Tunison's moving forward here in this game. So we'll see how things are going to go. Do have a great point here from Drath Sid that Osiris would be GG with that relic. Yeah, you could go for Desert Winds Camelry here. Ra Desert Winds Camelry with Tusk of the Iron Boar. My God, would that be bonkers strong. There's a random temple up in this position as well. We do see the Tartarian gate gets dropped down as the villagers are going to be shanking that one away. Where's the Scarab gone? He must have lost his Scarab as now the Kontari is pushing through onto this position. Chrono in a bit of a problem here. It's Poseidon's Secret actually coming through. And the villagers here will be able to just about take down that Tartarian gate. Shockwave comes in as the Avenger going to try and take out these Tartarian spawns, retreating back into the town center for the time being to allow the arrows to just finish this Tartarian gate off. Meanwhile, Tunison says, just going to push straight through the jugular here. We see not Naval Auxiliaries coming in. What does Chrono see that I don't see? This is not in range of the town center. This is a lot of resources that Chrono is investing into the water control over here. Is he building stuff out of here? Yeah, he's building siege ships out of here as well. I don't know what Chrono is seeing here. This is... I don't see the purpose. I don't see the purpose here. As we got one Oxy War Barge coming out. Like, the siege ships here don't actually deal with Fire Siphon very well either. We've got a Lampeter coming in to try and take out these these myth units as well. The Lampeter can take out the Scarab if he so chooses as well. Meanwhile, over here, random cavalry attacking this town center on that position. Villagers finishing up on that gold mine, going to be moving up onto this gold mine afterwards as well. As the Fire Siphon moving forward. What are they doing here? I don't know. Did he hit? Yep, he's... Everything ChronoJJ is doing right now is head scratcher for me. I don't understand it. The relic gets dropped here. Tunison can pick that relic up, and because he's gone Poseidon's Secret, Heavy Contarius, those Contarius are going to be even stronger here as the trade route's getting taken down, and Tunison is just slowly but surely moving here into ChronoJJ's base, getting so much damage done. The Priest Pharaoh do manage to deal with that Lampeter, but there's just so many units here for ChronoJJ to deal with, as Tunison is just mustered an unbeatable force of units here inside of ChronoJJ's base. Now, Chrono does have access to Mercenary. We know that Chrono doesn't like to use Mercenary, but he has it if he needs to. But the fortified town center is now getting absolutely totaled here. That's so many Arcus here to take down the villagers as the Fire Siphon are going to be able to clean this one up very, very fast. We see the shifting sands onto those Fire Siphon to take them out, will help keep his fortified town center up for just a little bit here as the tornado gets dropped. It's not even going to be enough to save the town center here, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, it might even kill his own town center. I'm not sure how Tornado works, but the Fire Siphon finished that one off. The Arcus here mostly still very much alive here, and Tunison continuing to push through. We got some units over here as ChronoJJ has put docks into all of these different positions, taking down random walls and stuff, but there's just... While ChronoJJ has successfully secured the water on this map, there is no benefit to the water here apart from safe passage to raid his opponent here. And he's going to push off this gold mine. There's other gold mines that he could potentially be attacking here as well. But Chrono, he's got nothing left. 113 of 100 population remaining. 63 villages, 3 camel caravans here. As the Arcus pushing in to try and take these units out here. As the guard tower is going to be getting finished off. More of these Fire Siphons will be making their way in to this position as well here. And we'll see how ChronoJJ can do trying to hold as more villagers moving in to this game here, or into this position here to potentially take this town center for himself. No need to go for the Titan Gate here for Tunison. He just needs to get his upgrades in and maintain control of all of his town centers as he continues to push forward, continues to take out ChronoJJ's units. We still don't have heavy archers here just yet for those Arcus, so they are fairly weak, and a lot of those archers are already low HP as well. The town center over here going to be going up. Fire Siphon going to be getting pulled back. Poseidon's Secret, Heavy Contarius still pushing in here to get some good damage done. Meanwhile, we do see that this 200 resource Oxy War Barge will be able to take down a manor and a watchtower and potentially some walls here. big value. As the town center here of ChronoJJ will be getting torn down as well, as his unit's not paying attention here at all. The Tunison's just got an overwhelming force here. Even if Chrono gets up to 130 population here, which he's not able to do now, he's not going to be able to push through this army. There's just too much coming through here. As we do see, the shockwave comes down, and ChronoJJ decides to tap out in this game. Well played by Tunison. A solid game here. Really putting it to ChronoJJ. Chrono couldn't quite get himself a foothold in this game. Not 100% sure what happened here. I think that if Chrono just went for Osiris, utilizing the Son of Osiris to hold here, maybe he would have been in a better position. Obviously, spending all of these resources on docks. If you see how many docks he actually placed, 2 docks over here, 1 dock over here, 2 docks over here, docks over here. We do see a stray catapult getting set up on this position. Chrono was trying to get sneaky here, but he just needed to solidify his position and push out in order to get himself a second town center. He just wasn't able to make that work here in this game. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.